The thing is, she won her case. When I had her on like a year and a half ago, she was battling, and she was fine. And then they gave her the chemo, and it almost killed her. You know, they kidnapped her, gave her chemo, they got an injunction, got her back, and now it's a year and a half later, and she's doing better. Her hair grew back, but they're still hell bent on going back to court trying to get her. So folks can go to nationalhealthfreedom.org. No, that's not it. 12-year-old with cancer taken from her parents. Yeah, Corpus Christi girl.
Okay.
I don't know if that's it. Well, I'll try. It's in my stack. I'll try to dig it out.
We had Billy Best at the trial, but the judge wouldn't let him testify. He ran away from chemotherapy and did the 714X with Gaston Nassance in Canada, and he's fine today, and it was 10 years ago.
Oh, tell folks that story briefly then.
Yeah, Billy Best is a teenager that ran away from chemotherapy. He wrote a book, The Boy Who Ran Away from Chemotherapy. He was at the trial the other day. He's a Native American, and they tried to force chemotherapy, and his father eventually found him and got him across the border into Canada, and he went to the 714X Gaston Nassance clinic and got well, and now is promoting his book and speaking, and the judge would not let him testify.
Total filth.
It was irrelevant.
Yeah, irrelevant. What was the treatments they gave him that were successful?
714X is an immune treatment customized for cancer in Canada.
Wow, but of course we can't have that.
Right. All over the world they're using 714X, and we can't have it, right. And then when Billy came back to the United States and he wanted to get his 714X, they stopped all the shipments at the border of Canada and the United States. So he had to always go up there and get them. So he lived meagerly forever, and still it's just, you know, it's just hard to be in a courtroom for him and to watch the same thing happening to other youth.
Well, yeah, because the globalists want globalism, so if a nation develops a cure, they can go in and shut that down. That's what
right.
The New World Order is all about, eugenics. Have you discovered that in your research?
I have personally, not through the National Health Freedom Coalition, but my personal views on that resonate very much with your radio show.
All right. Well, Diane, you're a wonderful person. Folks can find a link to that law firm at nationalhealthfreedom.org.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all your work.
No, God bless you. Good to have you on with us. Folks, you know, I'm not going to apologize for doing 3.5 hours on CPS today because it's a huge scourge, and I've thought a lot of times about doing whole show specials where we just focus in on one issue. I've done some of those on 9/11 and other things in the past. When I talked to this little girl yesterday, Haley, and I'm going to do a news blitz here in a moment and take some calls. I may even go into overdrive today because I got to talk to the law firms. That's another frustration. I can't cover all the evil. I can't even explain all the evil, much less fight it all. I mean, you know. But I'm telling you, it's the system. It's the judges, and it's the government people, and it's the lazy society going along with this. I mean, they put cancer viruses in your vaccines, folks. It's on record. They brag and write books about it. It's real funny to them. And then they got these dumb judges who will die of cancer themselves getting flu shots every year. They're not part of the conspiracy. They just know they get reelected, and the foundations give them money, and the lobbyists give them money if they do all this evil. And they kind of spread the risk. They all do a little piece of the evil. They all kind of like they sell derivatives and then triple certify them and have insurance companies certify them, and then they sell those certifications as derivatives. You know, it's like just it's like Enron, a bunch of criminals kind of all plausibly denying what they're doing, and then this goes on. And I mean, I couldn't sleep last night. I'm getting to the point where I can't eat. I'm getting to the point where I can't sleep. I kept waking up because, I mean, I care about these kids. There's nothing more important than families. And they say families yelling at each other, they'll take your kids. That's not against the law. That's what everybody does. Look at the dysfunctional the government is, 1,000,000 times worse. And look, the truth is the truth. When I tell you that when I've gone and confronted CPS and fought them, it's always a bunch of pot-bellied pedophile types, a bunch of Nelly pedophiles. And I'm sick of you bastards. I mean, I hope you go straight to hell. I'm sorry to talk like that for everybody, but I mean, that's what I think, and I'm going to say it. I want to bring you down bad. I mean, I'd give my life to bring you people down. And I don't care what the media does to me. I don't care how I'm attacked. I don't care what goes on. I'm not afraid of any of you, and I'm committed to the end. I'm committed to this, and I'm asking God for providence. I know there's a lot of good people out there. I know there are. There's a lot more than there were in Sodom and Gomorrah. And I'm asking God to give me the help and give the listeners the help to fight these people. And even if you don't believe in God and you're some atheist, I mean, is it okay to let the government play and control freak and violate the Bill of Rights and Constitution? Is it bad too? I mean, is everything bad? You know, live free or die, folks, because there's no point in living as a slave. But if you have the attitude you're ready to die for freedom, then you'll have freedom. But if you cower, you're going to lose it. You know, here I'm telling this family, I'm saying, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm advising you to stand up and fight these people. And they did the right thing. But most people don't have the courage to do that. And you notice all the lawyers agree with what I told them yesterday. Does that mean it's the perfectly safe course? No, nothing is. I mean, look at this news. Corporate media exploits teen idol to push cyberbullying bill. Kurt Nemo. I should have talked about this all day, but I had to cover the other. How they're setting up no fly list, no gun buy list, no travel list, tracker list, no work list, no credit list, no fly if you've got bad credit. It's all being announced. Reuters is reporting like it's a good thing, making you feel sorry for somebody called teen idol Miley Cyrus, who's some Hannah Montana stupid thing. I haven't really paid attention to it. Some icon that she goes, people call me fat. I want them arrested. And it says, oh, felony charges if you criticize anyone on the internet or free speech. I mean, no more free speech. Forget hate crimes laws. This is just no free speech, period, introduced with Reuters and MTV and Disney and everybody promoting it. I mean, it's happening. Oh. Got to get that out to people. Government critics to be sent to mental asylums. This is being reported on. And this is out of England. The government has established a secretive new police unit with the powers to detain anyone any length of time without any due process. A shadowy unit called Fixated Threat Assessment Center, FTAC, was covertly established in 2006. The unit includes the services of police psychiatrist. Because, see, then it's all this craziness. We say you're mentally ill. You're going away after we drug you for a few years. They did that to that doctor in Kansas City, remember, who was criticizing the government, so they grabbed him. I think 9 years later, they're still forcibly drugging him with antipsychotics. He's like a vegetable now. No judge, no jury, no arrest. Why? For one good reason, and one good reason only. Psychiatrists operate above the law. They can detain anyone at any time for any... See, they're the new priesthood. Well, we'll do a news blitz, maybe jam in a few calls. Richard in Australia, Stephen in Texas, others. This is all out of control.